yes, as you see in front of you guys, we're going to do another cooking video today. So, what I have right here is my chicken breast. And we're going to go step by step. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to prepare my chicken and rice. Homemade style. And the way my grandmother showed me how to prepare this. So, as far as the cleaning process goes, we're going to take some white vinegar, or I prefer apple cider vinegar because I don't have any right now, but you can also still use white vinegar. So I'm going to use 2 cups of that, and I'm going to take a lemon and squeeze some lemon juice in there, like so. And then let this sit for about maybe 5 minutes. While it's sitting, I'm going to look over it, make sure it's pretty much clean. One thing about chicken, guys, you have to be very thorough with chicken. I don't care what kind of chicken parts it is, you have to be very thorough. Do not cross-contaminate anything when you're messing around with chicken. And make sure you wash your hands pretty good. I already done that. Now, you constantly washing your hands when you're dealing with chicken. So how are you guys doing out there? I hope everybody is fine and having a good day today. So, yes, I'm doing great. Just getting ready to share with you guys my chicken and rice dish. A very pretty, simple dish that anybody can do. Gonna rub some of that lemon on my chicken, like so. And plus it's adding flavor to it anyhow. So rubbing that lemon on there, and then I'm gonna let this sit for 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna show you what I'm going to do with this after I let it sit for a minute. All right, guys. Bag with my hands, wash them very, very good. So I'm gonna wash my hands real good and come back and show you guys the next steps. Stay tuned. All right, guys, here we go. I got my pot on, put about maybe 1.5 cups of water to maybe 2 cups of water, bringing that to a boil. I'm not using no salt in this at all. I have my salt substitute, which is the chicken bouillon flavor. So let me tell you what we have going on here. We have the chicken bouillon flavor. We have the chicken broth with less sodium, no MSG, well, GMO. We don't want that at all. We have Pioneer Woman's Anything Goes seasoning right here. Good seasoning, you guys should try that. Our lemon pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and salt-free seasoning. And with that, we're gonna add a can of cream of chicken soup to that. I have my lemon zest here. I will be cutting up my garlic. I have my celery, my carrots right here. Everything fresh, bell pepper, and parsnips. So we're gonna get those used up today, and because we don't want to throw away anything. Yes, this is my favorite pot, guys. This is an oldie but goodie pot right here, but I love this here pot. This pot been with me for a long time, and when I'm not trying to cook so much, this is the pot that I use. So I have 3 chicken breasts I'm getting ready to just put in here. I did not season them or anything. I'm just putting them in the water like that. Because what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna season the water. As back in the day, they used to call it pot liquor. Yep, that's what they used to call it back in the day. So what we're doing, we're gonna let that boil. I'm gonna put a cap full of olive oil in here, like so. just a little bit of oil so nothing won't get the sticking and can on. So we're gonna start seasoning up our pot liquor. So right now we're gonna use, since we have the chicken broth, we're just gonna use basically about a teaspoon of that in here, because we have the chicken broth. And you can always go back and add more to your pot. So we're gonna shake this up real good, like so. We're gonna open that up, and we're gonna pour our broth in here, mix with our water. Oh yes. That's why I only use like a cup, maybe a cup and a half of water, because I knew the rest was gonna be broth. That's what you want right there, that chicken broth. And we're going to finish seasoning this. So we're gonna put a little bit of garlic powder in here. This is a salt-free seasoning that I use. I have high blood pressure, so I try to stay away from as much sodium as possible. High blood pressure and borderline diabetes. So, yes, that's another thing I had to learn how to cook without, basically learning how to eat all over again. Cooking certain dishes basically, because a lot I had to cut out by being, hypertension and borderline diabetes. So, this is anything goes. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that in. Get that pot liquor going, as they say. And this is all we're gonna do right here. And we're gonna let this boil down. Let this boil down real good. I'll probably let it boil for no more than maybe 30 to 45 minutes. And then we will come back and I will show you what I'm going to be doing next. That gives me time to cut up all my vegetables. That's going to go in this chicken and rice. Then I gotta see what kind of rice I want to use. Do I want to use jasmine rice or just regular rice? I might go with the regular rice this time. So stay tuned, guys. All right, guys. We are back. The chicken is done boiling. I already took the chicken out. I shredded it with a fork, and we're getting ready to mix all this together and let it finish cooking. So I got my chicken over here. Basically, I'm putting it right back in to my pot. Ooh, all over the place. That's okay. That's why you got to keep everything clean. All right, guys. I'll put all that in like so. Back in our liquid done cooked down. We might have to end up putting just a little bit more water in here when we get ready to put our rice in here. So we're gonna go and start with our vegetables. This is my lemon zest that I had showed you guys earlier. So we're just going to put that in there. That's going to give it just a little bit of a tang flavor. Really, really good. Now we're going to put a half of an onion, just a half, and we're going to put in our garlic. I kind of cut the garlic up kind of fine. Well, use the garlic press to do that with. That was our garlic. Next goes in our bell pepper. That is a half of a bell pepper. Yep. And we're going to put in our celery. I might not use all of this celery here. Just a little bit, about right there. And we're gonna throw in our carrots. Now, one thing I like about this dish right here, you can put your vegetables in, whatever vegetables you like. I am fond of carrots, so yeah, I do like carrots in my rice. And one thing I did forget to pick up was mushrooms. So I'm going to add my parsnips in there. They're just like carrots, just have a unique taste to the parsnips. All these vegetables here, basically, guys, you can put them in the oven and roast them pretty much, and they turn out really, really good. Like I said, when you have to eat right, you have to learn how to incorporate a lot of vegetables into your meal. So that is all there. Now what we're going to put in next is our rice. Make sure you wash that rice thoroughly before you incorporate it into your dish here. So this is a cup, well, almost 2 cups of rice. So we're gonna add that in here like so. All of that. Wash that very well. Put in our rice. So we may have to put in a little bit of water because of the rice, but that's okay. Now you can use any chicken part. You can boil a whole chicken and then take it off the bone or leave it on the bone. It's up to you. You know, make the dish yours and how you like it. I like it both ways, with the bone in and just with the chicken breast. Now I'm taking my cream of chicken soup right here. Yeah, guys, ignore my hands because I know they are ashy, but that's okay. When I'm cooking, I washes my hands quite a bit. So I'm dedicating this meal right here. This is something my mother used to make me when I was a child, and I have not made this dish in a long time. I used to make it for my kids when they were little, and they loved it. So we mix that cream of chicken in. That's where your creaminess is going to come in at, right there. So it takes, what, 20 minutes for your rice to get done. I'm gonna add a little bit more water to this. Now you guys probably want to go back in and re-season. You can taste it before you re-season. That's what I'm going to do. And if I have to re-season it, basically the same seasonings that I put in before, I will be putting in those seasonings there. So we're gonna let this, I'm gonna put a top on this and let this cook right on down. We don't want too much water in it. So that's how it is looking. And when it's done, I will show you guys what it looked like. So stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, we are back and it is all done. Finished. I let it steam a little bit more. Oh yes, that turned out so good. Like I say, you can use the dark meat or the light meat. So let me put a little bit on my plate. Yes, this came out great. Come out great every single time. So here we go. We have our vegetables. Everything in one meat, our protein, vegetables, and starch, all in one dish. So what I'm going to do now is going to taste this. And yes, I already know because I made this. I haven't made it in a while. I used to make this all the time for the kids. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. Set my plate down here so you guys can see. I hope you enjoyed the video. First of all, I want to give God the honor, because without him, I am nothing. And I also just, you know, I'm just thankful, guys. I'm just thankful just to be back, you know, just everything I'm just thankful for. But here we are, chicken and rice. And try it, see if you like the meal. But always keep your head up, keep the faith, guys. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.